Are you feeling exhausted, unmotivated, or even questioning why you're still working? Well, my friend, it might be your L-Day moment, the time to step back and retire. In today's video, we'll go over 5 clear signs that it's time to retire now. If you relate to these, it might just be your cue to finally enjoy life on your own terms. Sign number 1. Your health is declining. Your health is everything, and let's face it, when you're working day in and day out under stress, your health often becomes an afterthought. But the truth is, if your body is telling you it's worn out, you should listen. Chronic stress from work isn't something you can just power through. If you're finding yourself constantly fatigued, dealing with headaches that won't go away, or even struggling with things like stomach issues or back pain, these might be more than just signs of overwork. They could be red flags from your body signaling that it's time to slow down. Now, let's be clear, this is not about feeling tired after a long day of work. We all get that. But when fatigue becomes a persistent issue, affecting your ability to function, your productivity, and even your relationships, that's when you need to ask yourself some tough questions. Are you truly okay? Did you know that stress at work is linked to serious long-term health issues? High blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, anxiety, depression, even increased risk of stroke. These are all consequences of long-term job stress. If you're dealing with constant pressure or burnout, your health is at risk, and ignoring it could mean more serious consequences down the line. If you're constantly used to feel alive at work. When you were genuinely excited to face a challenge, meet new people, and contribute to something meaningful. Now, those feelings seem like a distant memory. And it's not your fault. Work should bring fulfillment. But when that passion fades, it can have a profound effect on your entire life mentally, emotionally, and even physically. When work stops being something you enjoy and turns into something you have to do, that's a sign. The spark has dimmed, meetings feel like a drag. The thought of taking on a new project is exhausting, not exciting. You may be at the point where you're just waiting for the day to end so you can finally leave the office and relax over time. This lack of passion can lead to feelings of frustration and even resentment toward your work. It's not that you're lazy or that you don't care. It's that the meaning you once found in your job has disappeared. When you no longer feel engaged or inspired, you can lose your sense of purpose, and that's one of the most difficult things to deal with. Do you find yourself wondering, what happened? Why am I no longer excited to go to work? Perhaps the work itself hasn't changed, but you have. You've grown, your interests have evolved, or maybe the work environment has shifted. What once felt rewarding now feels draining. You start asking yourself, why am I even doing this? These feelings are completely normal and not something you should feel ashamed of. You've simply outgrown the role. When work stops challenging you or brings you no joy, it's a sign that you need to move on, but it's hard, right? Walking away from something that's been a part of your life for so long isn't easy. Think about it. Retirement isn't just about stopping work, it's about finding the freedom to pursue things you enjoy. Imagine waking up every day without that sense of dread hanging over you. You could focus on hobbies, travel, spend time with loved ones, or simply rest. You could finally do something you've always dreamed of but never had the time for. It's important to remember, you're not stuck. If work no longer excites you, you have options. It's okay to change direction. Your time is precious, and the idea of waking up every day to something that no longer inspires you can take a toll on your overall happiness. So take a moment and ask yourself, are you still excited about your work? Or are you just going through the motions? If it's the latter, it's time to evaluate your priorities. There's no shame in moving on, especially when it's for your well-being and happiness. You deserve to find joy and fulfillment, and retirement could be the answer you've been searching for. Work should energize you, not drain you. So, if you've reached the point where you no longer enjoy what you do, maybe it's time to think about the next chapter. The world is full of opportunities, and your happiness should always come first. Sign number 3. Financially, you're ready. Many people wonder when the right time is to retire. The truth is, it's not just about the years you've worked or how tired you are, it's about being financially ready. If you've been careful with your finances, made smart investments, and planned ahead, you might find that you're closer to retirement than you think. One of the biggest concerns people have when it comes to retirement is whether or not they'll have enough money to live comfortably. But if you've done the work, saved diligently, and invested wisely, you may already be in a position where you don't have to worry about finances anymore. Now, let's break this down. Being financially ready isn't just about having a large retirement fund. It's about ensuring that your income sources, whether that's savings, pensions, investments, or Social Security, are enough to sustain your lifestyle after you stop working. It's about having that financial security to feel confident in the next chapter of life. Does this sound like you? You've been setting aside money, maybe even maxing out retirement accounts like IRAs or 401ks, and you're seeing steady growth. You're no longer stressed about your credit card debt or mortgage payments. Maybe you've already paid off your home, or you're on track to do so in the near future. Being financially ready means you've also thought about your lifestyle after work. It's about understanding what kind of retirement you want and how much it will cost. Have you accounted for travel plans, hobbies, healthcare costs, or those spontaneous expenses that will come up? If you've already calculated how much money you need each month to live comfortably without a paycheck coming in, you're already ahead of the game. Another great sign that you're financially ready, you've built in flexibility. The ability to live comfortably no matter what happens. Life doesn't always go according to plan, so it's important to have contingency savings for things like health care, unexpected emergencies, or even just unplanned adventures. If you've got that cushion, it's a strong indicator that you're financially stable enough to retire. One of the biggest fears about retirement is running out of money too soon. But if you've taken the time to really analyze your financial situation and you've seen growth in your investments and a sustainable withdrawal strategy, then you can feel confident that you have the financial foundation to support you through the years ahead. It's also crucial to have multiple income streams for retirement. Do you have rental properties, side investments, or perhaps you've built up dividends from stocks that can provide steady income? These passive income streams can help maintain your quality of life and reduce reliance on your primary savings account, and let's not forget about health care. As you approach retirement age, health care becomes an even bigger consideration. But if you've planned for this, whether it's through health savings accounts, HSAs, insurance, or other strategies, you won't be caught off guard by rising healthcare costs and retirement. Being financially ready for retirement is not just about having the numbers add up. It's about having peace of mind knowing that you've made the right financial decisions and have taken the steps necessary to secure your future. If you've planned ahead and put yourself in a strong financial position, it's time to ask yourself, why wait? Remember, retirement doesn't have to be a leap of faith, it can be the natural next step when you've financially prepared. If you've built up your savings, planned for the future, and have peace of mind about your finances, then you are ready. So if you've been thinking that you might be financially ready for retirement, now is the time to take a step back, look at your assets, and feel good about your next move. You've earned it, and with the right planning, retirement can be a smooth and exciting transition. Your financial freedom awaits. Sign number 4, work is affecting your relationships. Work is a big part of our lives, but it shouldn't overshadow the most important thing, our relationships. If you've reached a point where work is causing tension at home, with your friends, or even with yourself, that's a serious red flag. Think about it. When work is constantly on your mind, it can take a toll on your personal life. You're distracted during family meals, missing out on important events, or failing to connect with loved ones. These moments start to slip away. If you find yourself canceling plans, rescheduling dates, or prioritizing work over your personal life on a regular basis, it's time to take a step back. Relationships are about connection, communication, and spending quality time with others, but when work constantly takes priority, those bonds start to weaken, and before you know it, the gap between you and your family or friends has grown. If you find yourself canceling plans, rescheduling dates, or prioritizing work over your personal life on a regular basis, it's time to take a step back. Relationships are about connection, communication, and spending quality time with others, but when work constantly takes priority, those bonds start to weaken. Work stress can spill over into your relationships, causing irritability, frustration, or even resentment. Your loved ones may start feeling neglected or unimportant, and that's a feeling no one wants to experience. If you're finding it harder to engage emotionally with those closest to you, or if they're expressing concern about your work-life balance, it's time to seriously consider a change. It's important to recognize when work is no longer just affecting you, it's affecting the people you care about. The stress and long hours can lead to burnout, which leaves you with little energy to nurture your relationships. If this is happening to you, it may be a sign that it's time to think about stepping away from work, whether through retirement or a career shift. You can't get those lost moments back, but you can choose to prioritize what truly matters. Relationships take time, attention, and care, and you deserve to be present for those who matter most. Work shouldn't steal away your relationships. If you're noticing these signs, it might be time to step back and reevaluate your priorities. After all, life is about balance, and the best moments happen when you're fully present with the ones you love. Sign number 5, you have a retirement dream. Do you have a vision of your perfect retirement? Maybe it's traveling the world, learning a new skill, or simply having more time to do what you love. If you've got a dream for your retirement, it's a strong sign that you're ready for this next phase of life. Retirement isn't just about stopping work, it's about starting something new, pursuing passions, and finally giving yourself the time and space to do the things you've always dreamed about. Do you already have that dream in mind? Maybe it's something you've been quietly planning for years, or a new goal that's recently ignited your excitement. Whether it's a specific goal or just a general feeling of wanting more, having a retirement dream is a clear sign that you're mentally prepared for this big change. You've thought about what you want your life to look like after work, and that vision is already fueling your desire to make it happen. Having a retirement dream is powerful. It gives you something to look forward to, a reason to move toward that next chapter. It's a reminder that retirement is not just the end of your career, it's the beginning of a new adventure. And having that excitement can help you mentally prepare for the transition. When you're able to visualize what retirement looks like for you, it not only gives you clarity but also motivates you to take the necessary steps, whether it's financially preparing, organizing your time, or even adjusting your lifestyle to match that dream. So, if you've got that dream in mind, that vision of what life could be like when you're free from work, it's time to take action. Your dream is a signal that you're ready to retire and start this exciting new chapter. Don't let your retirement dream stay just a dream. Take the steps to make it a reality. If you already know what you want to do with your time once you retire, then you're one step closer to living the life you've always wanted. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.